Hello, people. Steve, aka Bob Ross, Christ here. I'm just going to tell you a little information about the concavity of the oit. Concavity of the earth, okay? As I mentioned before in my previous videos, you are living on the inside surface. So these are like continents, you know? Put some continents over here. Maybe this is like North America. And then you got ocean. Ocean is on the inside of the earth, guys. That's how tides work. It's all pressure. So this relieves the pressure. This is the sun. The sun actually has a flat side. Believe it or not. The back of the sun is flat and dark. I've seen it in a vision. I know what I'm talking about, okay? In the earth, okay? Well, let's put the glass sky. Gotta put the glass sky. There's a glass sky. I kid you not. There is a glass sky. The come on line. Come on. Come on. 100 kilometers high. Formed after the flood. This is the celestial sphere. There's actually water above. Then in the middle, of course, you got the pyramid. This is the apex, the Father of Lights. Remember James 1:17? Father of Lights. Father of Lights extends its light to the sun. The sun is wrapping around in a cylindrical path. This is from a top view, so actually it was if the sun was here on like a side view, it would be going cylindrically. That's how you get the seasons, guys. 6 months here, 6 months there. Back and forth, up and down. Celestial sphere tilts. That's how we get the precession. There's a magnetic North Pole stemming from the vertical magnetic shaft of the pyramid. That's why it moves. That's why the magnetic North Pole moves. Because the whole celestial sphere is slowly wobbling over 1,000 years, not 26,000. Okay? Back here, light is curving, okay? Curving inside the earth. Light is not straight. Light self-bends. The curvature of the light, the curvature of sight is greater than the curvature of the earth. That's why you can't see the other side of the earth even though you're inside the earth. You understand that? Questions? Glass sky. Let's talk more about the glass sky. Glass sky. Pre-flood, okay? There is a literal celestial ocean with the stars. The morning stars sang together. What did they sing? They sang Kumbaya, of course. No, sang. Denoting sound. Denoting sonoluminescence. That's how stars are made. They're very small. Okay, during the flood, the windows of heaven. Windows, this is called a firmament. Remember that word in the Bible? Firmament. Genesis chapter 1, verse 6. Firmament. It's hard. It's actually made out of glass. There's a glass upper sky and then there's a glass lower sky. So, during the flood, I got really pissed at humanity. I'm God. And so I said, fuck it. You people suck. I'm going to destroy you and start over. So, water became, just like a bucket full of water. It gets really heavy and it starts breaking. Okay? Rupturing. The windows of heaven were opened. Psh, the water came down. Came down in like, holes. Holes in the glass up in the celestial firmament. That is how we get the drains. You look down a sink, obviously, you get the spiral pattern. That is why we have spiral galaxies. That is why we get spiral galaxies. Fucking idiots. It's not light years across. okay? Galaxies are tiny. The planets are in here. They're inside here, the guys. Oh, stop listening to the Santa Claus. The Santa Claus. Don't listen to that shit anymore, okay? Glass sky. Glass sky. Sand. Sand. And water came down. Thermosphere. Very hot. Up to 2,000 degrees Celsius. Okay? In the Libyan desert, they have found glass fragments, right? Glass fragments. 98% pure natural silica. Where is it coming from? Mystery. Why is it a mystery? Because they don't realize that there's a glass sky. Hold on a second. Let me get my piece of glass here. Right there. Look at that. That is a piece of glass sky. Libyan desert freaking glass. This has a term called birefringence. Birefringence. By double refraction. Double refraction. When you look at it with an intense light at different polarizing angles, you can detect a double image, a double refraction through it. You can't really see it through here, through natural light or through artificial lighting, but through highlighting, they have found that it is a very weak birefringence. So now, when you see the rainbows in the sky, right, sometimes you will see an offset rainbow going like this maybe. A double or a quadruple or a triple rainbow. That is the extraordinary image of the birefringent glass sky. The sunlight is merely penetrating through the glass. That's how you make rainbows. Okay? It's not by the water droplets. So the water droplets are just the surface of reflection, surface of projection of the glass filtered light. So the double rainbow or the double sun. Sometimes you'll see a double sun in the sky, right? Oh, it's Nibiru. No, it's not Nibiru. It's just a double refraction, a birefringent image. Same thing with comets. The comet's tail, it splits into two parts like that. Right? It's not solar wind. It's birefringence. Birefringence. Glass sky. Okay? So much evidence, right? Fusion crust. Fusion crust. Fusion crust is burnt glass. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. So much proof. Tektites. Remember tektites? I told you about tektites. Tektites. A mystery? Where did it come from? The ground or from outer space? Neither. It came from the glass sky. Libyan desert glass. The main reason why they can't understand where the Libyan desert glass came from or where tektites come from is because there is no meteor or crater nearby. Where is the meteor crater? Where they find the tektites? Where they find the Libyan desert glass? Where are the meteor craters? Well, it's very simple, okay? You have meteors orbiting inside the Earth at a very high speed, high velocity, right? Even the space shuttle, it orbits at a very high velocity, right? Why can it get through the glass? Because it has a carbon-carbon matrix. Carbon-carbon matrix underbelly that can withstand high temperatures. It's going really fast. It's skidding through the glass sky, and it melts through. Okay? Going back to the reason why they can't find any meteor craters near the strewn fields of the living desert glass, or the strewn fields of the tektites, which are found in Australia, or Georgia, or Europe, or other places, is because it's the angle of incidence and the velocity and the difference between the velocity of the moving orbs, like the meteors, get that, and, oh, come on, camera, and the stationary glass sky. See? Oh, shit. It's like this, guys. Here's the glass sky. Here's the meteor inside inner space. Inner space. It's not outer space, right? It's inner space. There's no rotation to the Earth. Earth is not a planet. It's going really fast. When it skids across the glass sky, by the way, that's how we get meteor showers, just like little debris scraping across the sky. It skids really fast, okay? Generates heat friction, melts through, but it's still going at a velocity very fast as it melts through. So it's going like that. It's going through it, but it melts this little opening in the glass, and the little drops of tektite, molten pieces of glass, fall down in a different location, right? Location, location, location. Crater is over here, hundreds of miles away, and the strewn field of tektites are here. Very simple. Same thing with living desert glass, a little bit higher of an angle. Crashes through. Crater over here. LDG over here. Comprende? Comprende. Comprende. So, thermosphere up to 2,000 degrees Celsius. Sand came down during the flood, and it fused, made a glass barrier, all this sand, because it got really hot. They say the living desert glass had to get up to at least 1,800 degrees Celsius to form. That's how it was formed, up in the sky. Created the glass barrier. That's how we get everything, guys. That's how we get a horizontal crease. I told you about that. Sometimes at the horizon, you will see like a double sun, a superior mirage, like this one's going up and this one's going down. That's because the glass creates the refractive crease in the sky. So much proof. Ozone generation. The smell that you smell after a thunderstorm. It's replicated with air ionizers with glass plates. Same thing. Ham radio waves. Ham radio waves. That's how we know the height. The radio waves, they scatter at 100 kilometers. Okay, why 100 kilometers? Well, that's the Kármán, like I told you before. That's also the bottom end of auroras. Auroras are created because there is glass sky. That's the only reason that they're created. Okay, it is the ether that is pushing you to the ground. Earth is stationary. You understand what I'm saying? Stationary. You're being pushed to the ground by the ether. No rotation to the earth. Rotation of the heavens. Precession of the heavens. Right? Magnetic North Pole. It rocks back and forth from eastern hemisphere to western. Like this is over Canada, the magnetic North Pole. It's moving. Now it's slowly going across to Siberia. And it's going to rock back and forth. There's no pole shift reversal. It's just going back and forth, guys. This whole celestial sphere, the Father of Lights moves. It goes to the sun. The light goes to the sun. Father, Son. Okay? No shadow of turning, James 1:17. Within the celestial sphere, there's no shadow of turning, even though the pyramid is turning itself. Rotating pyramids create spherical energy bowls. Joe Parr, remember him? That's how we get the heaven and the earth, because of the foundation. Job 38, 4-7, the foundations of the earth. Look it up. It's pyramidal. Pyramids. This is the great secret that the Illuminati know, but you don't, because you think the earth is spinning and it's a planet. Okay. What else do I want to talk about? Night and day. You saw my glass video. glass of water video where the sunlight is wrapping around, and that's how it's creating the full moon. That's how it's happening. It's doing a little convergence over here. And there's also a little pocket of darkness here where when the moon passes through, that's how you get a lunar eclipse. Okay? But that's how you get full moons. The sun is wrapping around. When the incidence gets too acute, it starts to wrap around. But prior to that, it will go through the glass and illuminate the bright side of the Earth. Okay, also want to talk about the ice. The ice on the ground. Ice. Mega cry. Oh, me. Meteors. Mega cry. The ice sky will cry. Literally, it's going to cry when the sun stops. The sun will stop. The sun has stopped before. Stop. Sun. Remember Joshua chapter 10? Remember that? Or how about all the different legends that talk about it? The fact that only one side of the earth experienced a double night and the other side experienced a double day. This is like 3,500 years ago. Because there's no rotation to the earth, guys. Stop believing bullshit. The sun is moving inside the earth. Look at this. 6 months here, 6 months there. 6 months here, 6 months there. 6 months here, 6 months there. That's what the sun is doing. So is the pyramid. Pyramid's moving in the same. We have the sidereal rotation of the celestial sphere. Sidereal. And then there's the tropic year. So you get the tropic year of the sun. That's when we record the time of the sun. And then you get the sidereal rotation. Now, what they explain to you is that the fools, they say, oh, well, because the Earth is rotating and around the sun, and the sun is so much closer than the rest of the stars, we're seeing different velocities. It's just an illusion. We're seeing different velocities of the sun versus the stars. And that's not what's happening. There actually is a literal variance in velocity. A variance in velocity between the sidereal, which means stars, and the tropic, which sun. We're talking about time here. So they're saying that a tropical year, which is the measurement of the time it takes the sun to so-called rotate, or not the sun, the Earth is so-called rotate around the sun, is a little bit slower than the sidereal year, or a sidereal day. Sidereal day will be 23 hours and 56 minutes and 4 seconds, versus the tropical day, which would be 24 hours. That's not what's going on. The truth is there is a variance in velocity between the celestial sphere and the sun. The sphere is moving a little bit faster. Why? Because there's lag. Okay? There's, it's not, the sun is not connected to the sphere literally. It's connected magnetically, but there's a little bit of a lag. And so the sun is kind of lagging slightly. That's all it is, guys. Stop believing lies. Bullshit. You're living in the earth. This is Lord, a.k.a. Bob Ross, Stephen Christ, signing out. Just remember, put on a serious face. You are living in the earth. You are walking in the earth. Look at the bottom of your shoes. The bottom of your shoes are curving up. Just kidding. Okay? Be happy. Put on a happy face. You're living in the earth. Earth is not a planet. Stop using planet with the word Earth. Stop it. Stop. It's not a planet. No. No. Planets are small. Planets are inside Earth. Okay.